Shanti, everyone. Everyone is doing fine. Okay. Yes. When Baba uses the word sweetness, of course, we know that sweet words, sweet drishti, but sweetness is something which today we are talking about is in relationships. In our Lokik life also, when parents and children have very, very good relationship where they support, they cooperate, they are available for each other. So it's a kind of sweetness which is left in the soul. And we could feel if there is any kind of bitterness because of lack of satisfaction in any relationship, that also becomes visible in the nature. Or if you had difficult time in your college or school with teacher, any particular teacher, that also little bit bitterness is left, right? So sweetness of relationships is a very, very beautiful experience. And especially what I experienced when, even before coming to Gyan with Baba, with God, I always felt lot of sweetness. Baba as parents. That time we didn't know Baba as teacher or Sadguru, but of course we knew, and we always sang the prayers that your mother, father, or your friend. And that sweetness then comes in your nature. Of course, Lokik relationships are there, but in that there could also be once in a while a little bit lack of fulfillment of accomplishment, expectations. You expect more, you don't get that much. But with Baba, with God, you will always have full satisfaction, contentment. And I could just feel it even now, that sweetness which I experience from God anytime. Of course, at that time we didn't know that Shiv Baba is God. I always, looked at Sri Krishna, and looking at Sri Krishna, we have one here too, one who's always cheerful, always smiling at you. And then this another kind of sweetness which one experiences is from purity. As Baba said, if I have difficulty, I change the place. If I have difficulty, I change my relationship. But not seeing that there are personalities which could be very challenging, but also they are important in life. People with differences in your life are very important. It's not any everyone agrees to you and they say, oh, like I have good relationship with him or her. If you cannot love someone, you can be merciful at least, right? Because that soul is also struggling with one's own sanskar. And if I also say it's difficult for me, that's where that soul loses hope. Right? But my giving support, companionship, friendship, good wishes definitely will help the soul. Some realizations come. So this sweetness is only possible when I have very close relationship with Baba. Because what soul receives from Baba makes the soul very, very sweet or gentle or compassionate. So that is why we saying experience the sweetness of all relationships with Baba. Because even what I will learn, there will be sweetness, but the way Baba looks at me, sweet children. So we cannot say it to each other, right? But through my drishti, through my words, and the vibrations can definitely give the feelings of sweetness. I know that when we came in India, a lot of souls used to say, What is this sweetness Baba is talking about? Now we know it. There is a friendship, yes. And if it's a good friendship, it gives such a very deeply sweet feelings. There is attachment, there is not sweetness because there is always fear in attachment. I remember once one mother, she used to feel very sad about something at home. Other family members will say to her. So she went to Didi Mohini. I was sitting there. Said, Daddy, I feel so sad. Don't like when they say like this. Didi said, you're feeling not good about all that because of your attachment with them. So that made me think, and I said, that's true. Because sorrow is coming from attachment. Their behavior is causing sorrow because of attachment. But if I am detached, whatever anyone will say, it won't affect me. And it's true because she started kind of practicing that detachment and she found doesn't matter whatever anyone said. But this spiritual love for each other, uh, if we look at the speciality of each one, it's amazing. One time someone was complaining about other person. So Dadi Janki said, will you be able to do that what this one is doing? She said, no. But then just love, have respect. Because everyone is different and everyone has a part to play and everyone is accurate. There are certain situations come, but those situations are also very useful because somewhere those situations are responding or kind of reacting or interconnecting situations. But if souls don't realize, then they become bitter or angry or oppose it. And those who deeply understand that this scene is important because connecting with previous one and the next one. So start with Baba in all relationships, experiencing the sweetness. So think about that loveful sweetness which you receive in all relationships with Baba.
Silence is not just an absence of sound. Silence can truly heal the soul. When we go into the depth of silence, you find clarity in all the scenes and situations within your life. True silence is a reflection of the soul. The more we bring silence into our lives, the more we can experience sweetness in all of our relationships. Silence has a way of healing any wounds. And when the silence is combined with God's remembrance, it automatically heals anything within the soul. And this healing allows you to really experience the sweetness within all the relationships around you. You can send the good wishes and the pure feelings to every soul. So maintain this silence and allow the sweetness of the soul to come through as you remember God throughout the day. Om Shanti.